to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in.
Put a little dirt on the end there.
I don't know, man. It can't all be the same, Mike.
Oh, I know it.
Not all weeks are the same.
Oh, this week.
Yeah, this was a week.
This week sucked, man.
This week was truly insane because I feel like it's weighted very heavily. Like this week, injury-wise, horrifically bad for a lot of teams out there. Horrifically bad, but then my team just crushed.
I was gonna say, if you played Brissett and Michael Wilson, you were fine, like me.
That wasn't supposed to be the brag that it sounded like. It's more of there were many guys who went nuclear this weekend.
I saw it written out as week 11 WEAK. Like that's how. I mean, you can just look at we play in median leagues,
meaning that those leagues are where you play where half of the league, what the score of half the league. You get a point for being on the top end.
I'm glad you took over.
Yeah.
I'm glad thank you for jumping in.
Hold up. Let me explain the unexplainable.
Okay.
But yeah, so every week there is a score of basically what the sixth best team scored. And it's usually around 125 points, would you say, for our league?
It's the league average. Yeah, it's just the league median, man.
Not everybody plays in that
but
type
why'd
of
you
format.
say the sixth best? I mean, it's just we're all having a good time here. Listen, the point is the average score in leagues is way down this week. That's what the point was. Is the overall?
What was ours in our? What is it projected right now? It's like 108.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it might be lower than that.
Yeah, it's at 92 or
it's
something.
It's at 92 right now, and I think based on looking at the league, it was a have and have not situation. Your team struggled. None of your players scored points. There were like 6 or 7 other teams in the same boat, which is going to allow Al Borland to get a stupid median win and continue to stave off watering no matter how many points my team scores. Sorry, that became quite personal. But it was it was weird. And like you said, there were injuries, there were big performances, but there were a lot of duds. There were some, the My Guy Redemption Tour continued
yes, it did.
In a big way. I mean, George Kittle, Travion, and Jameson had big weeks. It's nice.
Tet McMillan.
Yeah, Tet got into the end zone twice. We were just talking about him needing to have that game, and he did. Yeah. Jason's been on the Tet McMillan celebration tour for 3 or 4 weeks, and you got a monster game from him. So there's some good to reflect on. We got all of your Monday Punday submissions.
I don't know if you are aware of this, but I went out this week and I traded everything for to go hard and win.
Yeah, you
this
went
week.
all in,
and so one of
and
my
you're still
decisions,
above 500.
One of my decisions was I went out and I traded away my 3rd round pick for my choice of Rome Odunze.
Oh no,
or Tet McMillan.
You could have taken Tet.
Yeah. But
I feel like the man.
I preferred Rome. I wanted Rome. He's been a top 10 wide receiver. Well, at least this week I feel real bad about it.
Well, I didn't know you had the choice.
Yeah, well,
and you've been the Tet McMillan stan.
Yeah, no, I chose to
go
make
to
the
Rome.
offer for Rome. Yeah,
and now you are in a Coliseum of sadness.
Yeah.
It'll get better. You had JT on bye. You don't know what a week's supposed to feel. This is what it's like for everybody all the time.
Jonathan Taylor leaves, and my team's like, okay, we take this week off.
Do you know how much heavy lifting he was doing?
I mean, literally every single player on my team except for one scored 5 or fewer points. That's insane.
I wonder if that's happened a few other times you didn't notice because Jonathan Taylor had 57 points. But we got all of your reactions, and I will tell you, it was at least 4 to 5 to 1 negative pun submissions because of the way
the season
this week went.
To be holly and jolly.
Right. No, so let's react with your submissions here. Monday Punday for Monday, November 17th, week 11. Here we go. Let's get sophisticated.
Yes.
All right. Well, Jason, I'll let you start it off there.
Oh, all right. Well, Tetaroa McMillions.
Yes.
Hooray, McBride.
And Yavion Henderson.
Travion Henderson.
Okay, what about Christian McCaff? 3.
Yeah. And this guy,
Oh, how about this?
Kenneth Runner the third. That's right.
right.
We knew it was going to happen, Mike.
Yeah.
Nico Ballin.
Meat Higgins is back.
Yeah, and Travis Etienne zone.
Oh, and To Infinity and Bijan.
And the bad week. Oh, no. Sham Darnold?
And same Darnold.
Amon Ra St. Clown.
How dare you? Emeka Ekpuka? What is happening?
Justin Hertbert.
RJ Hardley.
And Ricky Disappearsall.
That's a good one.
Aronde Sadston.
Yeah, his teammate Sad McConkey.
Yeah.
Woody Farts?
Come on. You got a lot of carries. Lamar Jackson.
And yeah, this is the best one. Quinshawn Butkins.
Devontae Whiff.
And
Get a whiff of that Butkins.
And Cade Forgotten.
Oh, man.
Cade Forgotten. Thank you.
Butkins.
Instagram at Fantasy Footballers, at the FF Ballers on X. Thank you for your
Good work,
submissions.
whoever put that one in.
Not bad, right? Not bad.
I don't know how they think of these things.
No. It honestly takes a lot of effort for me not to put it's all butt and farts and poop. And children out there, we would never. Let's talk some news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
You see, median scoring. I'm going to break this down a little bit.
The sixth highest team.
If you take the top 5, you
divide by
subtract them out.
7.
Man.
It was great because you took over. You just
Yeah.
took.
I thought it was important for the people to understand.
You're like, get out of the way. I got this.
And also, people still don't understand what it is.
No clue.
Goodness, no. Well, didn't think we'd have this happening.
Oh, man.
The league is now looking into a spitting incident that took place between Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey. Jamar Chase was unaware that this game was being filmed. I mean, how many cameras you got on this? Oh, I didn't spit. No, I didn't do that. I don't do that. Yeah, well.
Yeah, you did, dude.
This wasn't AI. I mean,
so
he could miss a game. I think he will, actually.
Yeah, Jalen, if you missed it, Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey got the better of Jamar Chase all day, and Chase was getting frustrated. Things are getting heated. Chase grabs Ramsey by the face mask and is screaming at him. I was a little surprised that there was no flags there, but they let that one go. And then 2 plays later, Ramsey looks like what is the same thing, grabs Chase's mask, but he also does a punch motion. He gets booted right away, and you're like, oh, well, I guess Jamar Chase got the better of Ramsey. And now there's videos of Chase's.
Yeah, he spit on him.
Pretty clearly spitting on Jalen Ramsey, and because
Jason, explain what spitting on someone is.
So when you've got this saliva and it's in your mouth, but sometimes you usually swallow it.
Right.
But then
sometimes,
but then
okay.
If you were to
It's
do
only
the
50.
opposite,
Right.
that and then it goes out.
Projectile.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what that's what Jamar Chase did.
Right.
because Ramsey got kicked out of the game and Jamar Chase didn't. I would guess he will.
Because they normally call that sometimes if you get kicked out, it's the game served almost.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that Jamar will probably end up missing a game.
All right. Well,
But we'll see.
we've avoided it long enough. It's injury assault time. Before the weekend began, Sam Laporta.
We should have known it was coming.
Sam Laporta placed on IR with a back injury, so he's missing at least 4 games.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, that went
did.
from Wednesday, you kind of limited, and
His
goodbye.
back is hurting, and he's not going to play for a month.
J.K. Dobbins also placed on IR. It was a concern. It was a Lisfranc injury.
Dude.
It is a hip drop tackle to a Lisfranc.
And it seems like it will be season ending. Certainly for fantasy purposes.
He already underwent surgery.
I think they're hopeful that if they were to make the Super Bowl,
Which is
he could.
Yeah, I
play
saw that
there.
language too, but it's just that.
Come on.
What?
Come
if
on.
you make it to the Super Bowl, it's
Yeah, you
because
did it because of-
RJ Harvey took off.
Mm-hmm.
But the Laporta injury, especially again, we saw the Lions offense didn't do anything, and Jamison Williams still had a
man.
monster game. So Laporta being
did.
out, the priority to give, I mean, it's like the most plain thing to see. The routes have changed. I mean, that Jamison Williams is getting the ball on crossers.
Yes.
Where he's faster than everybody. This is how, if you only threw the ball deep to Jalen Waddle, that's what they were doing with Jamison Williams to begin the year. When you get Jalen Waddle across the middle, he's faster than everybody.
Use the speed.
Jalen Warren was evaluated for an ankle injury. He said this morning he could have returned.
Oh.
But Kenneth Gainwell got the majority of the snaps after the injury and went crazy again.
Gainwell looked great.
He really did.
26 fantasy points for old Al Borland, stupid pants over
great.
there. Aaron Rodgers exited early with a left wrist injury, didn't return. Undergoing tests. I heard some concern of a slight fracture. This is left wrist.
Yeah, it's his non-throwing arm. He's pushing to play, but we'll have to wait and see.
We had
see that Mason Rudolph stash.
Oh, he's got a mustache? It has to make him look better than what he looked like before.
Hey, it looked like someone who's trying to disguise themselves.
I'm not Mason Rudolph.
No. I'm Jason Rudolph. Drake London was injured, but is not believed to have suffered a major knee injury. That's good news, except Michael Penix in the same game, there were multiple reports yesterday that said it's not believed that he suffered a major knee injury, and now this morning
they didn't
it's
believe
looking
hard enough.
Season-ending knee injury potentially for Michael Penix. He's seeking a second opinion, which is always a bad sign. And it's going to be Kirk Cousins probably, who I have confidence can lose as much as Michael Penix can.
I think he can too, but I will say this, it feels very unfair for Kirk Cousins where it's like he's going to get now his second start. And last time he had no Drake London for that start. Now it's like,
oh no,
Drake, take a week off. You know, this is not a major knee injury, but like,
let's make Cousins look bad.
It's going to be so bad.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I would have a little bit of concern that, like, it was just really good for Drake London with Michael Penix. Whether the team, like, he had back-to-back #1 weeks. Michael Penix, that's where he goes with the football. It's probably not the best thing to win the game, is my thought. And Kirk Cousins is probably going to spread the ball around at least a little bit more. Like, not that you would bench Drake London. It's just when you're cruising at #1, you kind of don't want to change.
No, don't love it, and don't love it for Bijan because I think the offense is just worse with Cousins.
Josh,
you realize 5 of the last 6 games for Drake London, he has been a top 5 wide receiver on the week.
That's exactly it. I don't think it stays there.
No.
Josh Jacobs. Just taking a look at Jason. Exited early with the left knee injury, undergoing more tests
twice.
He tried to come back and then left again. They also believe he avoided a significant injury.
I hope it's not the same people who were talking about Penix.
That doesn't mean you don't miss time. Just means you don't miss the season.
Jordan Love evaluated for a concussion, came back to the game. Calvin Ridley came back for a minute and broke his fibula.
Oh, man.
He's out for the season.
Oh, it was a bummer.
Chimere Dike left with a concussion. Was ruled out at halftime. I even think IMAGN got hurt in this game.
Everyone got hurt.
Kamani Vidal.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was the red light week.
You hate to say it. He didn't return, thigh injury. That whole team. I mean, they didn't make the trip.
No.
That was the bloodbath of the week.
The Chargers got shellacked. And Justin Herbert was just getting beat up.
Yeah, that offensive line is there isn't one. Is that the offensive line that Pat McAfee was? I think that's the one that he was highlighting. Did you see that clip?
Mm-mm.
I mean, because when they introduced the offensive linemen, they show their PFF ranks.
Oh,
and he went through the PFF ranks on the Chargers, and it was like, and he did it in a really funny way too. He's like, all right, you got Mekhi Becton here, 31 of 32. Then you got this guy, 29 of 29. Then you got this guy, he's 29 of 30. Like the offensive line, or lack thereof. Now you have Justin Herbert that is getting.
Yeah, I mean, Herbert got knocked out right before halftime. I mean, this thing was a full pile drive into the ground. Looked like he might have been shaken up. He came back, but, man, he was getting beat up.
Good time for a bye week.
Yeah.
We have Dylan Gabriel leaving with a concussion, and then Shedeur Sanders comes in.
We got to see.
That was the event.
Do you realize, did you see the news this morning, Josina Anderson reporting? That was
it's got to be very positive for Shedeur Sanders. She seems to like him.
It was the very first snaps he's ever had with any of the first-team offensive players.
Yeah,
so that's cool to do out there in the fourth.
And I get it, Stefanski, that Dylan Gabriel, a.k.a. Gillen Gabriel, is your guy. but you still might want the backup QB to get some snaps and get some reps.
No, it's ridiculous.
That seems very weird.
But it's a good chance that he's going to start again this week. At least
Kyle's reporting other backup QBs, so that's pretty normal. I would think that if you have two rookies that you would want to at least get Sanders some of the reps.
Yeah, it's very normal for your backup to not be taking first-team reps. That makes sense. But it's not very normal for your starter to be Dylan Gabriel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, if that is your starter, you know at some point you're going to see the other guy.
We have an update. Drake London suffered a PCL sprain.
Okay.
So he's out this week and potentially more.
Dadgummit.
Is he on any of your teams?
Yeah, he's my main dynasty wide receiver.
How'd that league go? I didn't look at. Did you win?
Better than nothing. Yeah, I'm going to win there, but
okay.
Yeah, nothing could have gone as bad as league record.
The other injury news, because there's more. Amari DiMarcado exited super early in the Cardinals game. Probably would have been pretty good considering there were 57 pass attempts, and he would have caught some of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead, 18 of those went to Michael Wilson. Tyler Higbee, ankle injury. That's one you might want to keep a little bit of an eye on because the snap counts between Terrence Ferguson, the rookie tight end who I like a lot, and Higbee were both around the 40% mark.
And Colby was the one who ended up with a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Revenge game.
Yeah, Bashal Tootin, he was good and then left with an ankle injury.
That one, too, will be – I'll have to, like, break some more things down, look more into it because Tootin was getting a lot of work. Like, he was playing over –
It was
ETN.
very
Wasn't
frustrating.
ETN a start of the week by somebody this week? Or maybe not.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's
Well,
say
I was
yeah,
just
because he was great.
Yeah, I was feeling bad about that because of the Tootin involvement, but Jackson Dart still in concussion protocol. CJ Stroud probably not ready to return. Maybe he won't be ready to return until they lose.
Goodness.
That might be it. There were some dots in that game by Davis Mills to win the game. I know he wasn't great the whole time. I'm just saying big play, big throws, sideline ball to Nico. Nico's really good at football.
It's forever ago, but it's like General Mills, before they drafted Stroud, he seemed like a guy who might get a chance to actually be a starter.
And I think his neck looks it doesn't look longer.
Well,
just the same length?
Same
He's
or
not
or
growing
less.
anymore?
Same or less. Maybe did some shoulder work.
I mean, gravity. He's just getting older.
You know what? He needs to work out only his traps.
Yeah, traps
exclusively.
only. Traps only. All right. That was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates and third-party insurers, not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. We're taking a break. Well needed, and we'll be back with the studs. What's going on, Foot Clan? Look, if you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. I say no every time Al Borland sends me a trade offer. But it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, and no BS. Here's why you should say yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. Ditch overpriced wireless and their jaw-dropping monthly bills, unexpected overages, and hidden fees. We don't like those. Plans start at $15 a month at Mint, and all plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, delivering on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts over. So if you are ready to say yes to saying no, make the switch at mintmobile.com/footballers. That's mintmobile.com/footballers. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on the unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. All right. It wasn't all bad.
This week's Fantasy Stud Muffins, presented by Lowe's.
Well, this is
This one.
This is the week you want if you got him, and the week you fear if you're facing him. It's Josh Allen for all of the touchdowns.
6 touchdowns.
Yep.
303 through the air, 6 for 40 and 3 on the ground.
This game
Redonkulous.
was drunk because, first of all, the game went back and forth, lead change every drive for the majority of the game. It was incredible football. But from a fantasy perspective, you're telling me Josh Allen has 6 touchdowns. You're telling me Baker has a great game, and the Bills score 44 points, and the Bucks score 32 points, and you're like, but you can't. But
you're like,
where did it go? Ibuka, bad game. Tez, bad game.
Khalil Shakir,
bad game.
Nothing.
Khalil
0.
Shakir, like anybody you would start had a bad game with 70 points scored. Where did they go? I was like, it makes no
Where are
sense.
the points? They're just leaking out the
Tez,
bucket.
Horrible.
Everybody. It makes no sense.
No, you're right. Oh, well, one of the catches, the 42-yard touchdown, was to a player who I can't remember or name right now for the Bills because they mixed up their entire wide receiver room. Shavers?
Keon Coleman's benching.
Yeah, Keon was Gabe Davis now he's like, I've been here the whole time.
Tyrell Shavers.
Yeah. Spot start of the week. I'm sure if you go back to the tape, you'll find that. Josh Allen, 42 fantasy points. Bryce Young, 31 fantasy points.
Okay.
See, just throw touchdowns to Tet.
Yeah.
And you get fantasy points.
I've been trying to tell you.
Jacoby Brissett broke the regular season record for total completions in a game with 47.
Not the Cardinals record.
No, the NFL record.
NFL record.
57. When you go 47 for 57 for 452 yards and 3 touchdowns and you get blasted, the Cardinals were blown out, I will not be surprised if there are firings this week.
It was already reported that they are safe.
I got bad news for you.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't mean like Gannon. I just mean a fall guy. I just mean a coordinator, maybe special teams after that 98-yard kickoff return. Maybe we toss a couple of assistants into the trash can. I hate this team. I hate them so much.
Yeah, they are the worst. Brissett now in 5 starts he's been a quarterback 1 in every single one of them.
He's been great. He didn't have Harrison, so he turned Michael Wilson into the league leader in total receiving yards in a game. Nobody's had more than 185. Michael Wilson.
Yeah, wild.
I made a very late pivot from Luther Burden to Michael Wilson this week.
Oh.
Very late. I don't remember who we said Wilson over on the show. I think we brought him up.
We brought him up as just. I mean, it was nasty, but holy crap.
Nasty, beautiful.
Yeah.
Justin Fields.
That's right.
With 19 fantasy points. And Brock Purdy back from injury.
Oh.
Cardinals the perfect foil to get that team going.
Brock Purdy loves George so much.
Yeah, Mike's been waiting for this for so long.
Oh, man.
Running backs, top scorers of the week. Sean Tucker, who looked amazing.
Dude.
We brought him up as like, dude, this is going to happen at some point in time.
It was.
Rashad's been that bad. You have to give him the work. And what was more impressive to me was not just the between the tackles running. It's the fact he looked so fast in the receiving game up the right side of the field on that touchdown. They got him the ball in space another time.
Hard to bring down, super fast. This is where the points went for the Buccaneers. Like Sean Tucker said, "Give me that."
Yeah.
And he was great, but it's it's the perfect example of like Sean Tucker's life. It's like, great, he's overtaken, and then Bucky's going to come back.
Yeah, he'll
be
right
like,
to the bench.
Yeah.
Right to the bench.
Right.
CMC keeps going. I think somebody tweeted directly at Hitman, all your dudes are doing it this week.
Yeah.
CMC, Travion, back-to-back.
And, I mean, long ago, Sean Tucker was my dude.
Yeah.
Like,
you're on fire right now.
Yeah.
This is it, guys. I got to leave.
Yeah, you gotta. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Seriously.
everybody. Tucker, McCaffrey, Henderson, Bijan back into the end zone. He heard what we said about how many more touchdowns Travion had than him on the year.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Algier still got one.
Give me 2 more. We'll see what happens with Kirk Cousins. Gainwell had the big game. Etienne ended up with 2 scores. Derrick Henry looked great against Cleveland and ended up over 101. Achane, unstoppable. Even when he's having a bad game, he's not going to end there.
It's amazing. I don't think he can have a bad game.
Boy, he got a big old garbagey last second. One of those, you throw it to the guy when the clock's running out and he just gets to run a bunch of yards. That was nice. James Cook got into the end zone in the receiving game.
Okay.
Nice game. They play on Thursday. And then there was a drive in this game for Seattle where it was all Charbonnet and Helani. And I sent Mike a note, and I was like, what is happening with Ken Walker? This is the least reliable player ever.
And Walker was already very efficient on the day.
Now 16 for 67 and scored.
And
caught passes.
I mean, he had the bulk of the work.
This is why you had a week of weeks, Mike. We bring him up as the only bruise upon your current hot streak, and he comes out and puts up 20.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. But yeah, 4 interceptions. Like, Sam Darnold was not playing well. He was not seeing the field, and it still took until they almost won this game. They missed a field goal as the clock expired to win this game. They lost 19-21. Sam Darnold's playing terrible, and it took until the second half for them to finally be like, well, fine.
Let's try this.
Okay, fine. We'll let Ken Walker go. Oh, what happened? I mean, and you know what?
He must
right
do
back
something.
to the bench.
He must do something on the sideline every game.
It's so weird.
He seems like unlikable for some reason, but he had a great fantasy day. Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't good on the ground, was great in space again, 5 for 107 in the receiving game. Devin Singletary scored twice. Even though Tracy doubled up the rushing yardage.
Tracy looked good.
Yeah, they both looked good. They use Devin Singletary more in the short yardage area, so he's not going to be quite as efficient. But around the goal line, Tracy hasn't had a carry inside the 5-yard line all season. Devin Singletary has 4, so it seems like that's more their plan.
Kyron back into the end zone because that's what he does. Chase Brown, 18 for 99. The My Guy Redemption Tour includes Chase Brown at wide receiver. The My Guy Redemption Tour includes Tedero and McMillan, 8 for 130 and 2. This was the definitive kind of explosion game for Tet McMillan on the year, and it seems that when you throw him the football, good things happen.
Yeah, he's really good.
Michael Wilson, we said it, 15 for 185.
I don't think we were expecting
Not that.
No.
18 targets.
You were basically making the argument that Brissett's going to go out there and throw for whatever he throws for 250 yards.
Minimum, 250 minimum.
If he throws for 250, the majority of that probably goes to Michael Wilson. You didn't know he was going to throw for almost 500 yards.
No, and in the way the Cardinals defense is playing, he will need to do that in order to keep them within 20. Freaking stupid team. Nico Collins, 9 for 92 and 1.
Yes.
His target share is up with Davis Mills, 5%.
Get him going.
His yardage is up, almost double. His fantasy points, it's been great.
3 weeks of his last 4 games, double-digit targets.
It's because he's really good and bigger than everybody.
Yeah. Get him going.
This was the guy we said to play if you're playing a Packers wideout. 2 touchdowns for Christian Watson, and that second one. That was
both of them.
They were.
There was the one in the corner, and then Watson was the guy, right?
It was dog mode.
Yeah, he had the dog mode one in the corner, and was he the guy where the ball seemed to just go through so many hands, and he catching that ball is almost impossible when you're trying.
It was great.
Great games there.
J-Mo, 4 for 88 and a touchdown again. He has been a top 10 wide receiver 2 straight weeks, top 16 3 straight. He has scored in 3 straight. He is getting targets. He is part of the offense. And with Sam Laporta out, it just adds this floor, I think, that exists now for J-Mo. I mean, he gets the ball in the rushing game a little bit. I would not dare to promise you he will be a league winner, but there's the window is cracked open for it.
Yeah, and the schedule looks good. The Giants coming up this week, and then they play Dallas in 3 weeks. You know he's going to score there.
Yeah. The Deebo Samuel experience was good this week, 7 for 74 and a touchdown. Mariota played well. Again, he kind of goes out there and Jacoby Brissett's it a little bit. JSN, 12 targets, 9 for 105. Didn't score in this one. On pace for nearly 2,000 yards. Gets Tennessee next week. You're going to keep playing him. And then Drake London was 7 for 119, but you're not going to have him for a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's catching the ball there. Find the Michael Wilson for Atlanta. Does it exist?
I don't think so.
Yeah. We know it won't be Kyle Pitts still.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I mean, Mooney and Pitts, they will get the majority of the receiving yards.
Yeah, Mooney would be the one to. I mean, because Cousins has given him some games before.
Ooh, what are we getting? Is it Kadarius Hodge time?
All
right.
Don't they? Do they? They don't have Ray anymore, do they?
No.
Okay. Hey, Trey McBride loves Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, he does.
Another week atop the tight end ranks.
Because Jacoby realizes that the best tight end in football can also catch touchdowns. Like, it doesn't just have to be yards, Kyler Murray style for him. Can also get touchdowns.
I think it's more that Brissett's able to throw touchdowns.
Yeah, possibly.
He has scored in 5 consecutive games through the air, and that was 6 touchdowns in 5 games. Tight end 2, 3, 6, 1, 1. Double-digit targets in 4 of 5, and the one he didn't was 9. It's really good. Really, really good. George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews with the 35-yard rushing touchdown.
Where he looked so fast,
He did.
shocking, like he gave all of his energy for that play. It was pretty clever. He was running the tush push, but it was a fake tush push and a rollout, and man, 35.
It's the kind of play that if it gets blown up,
rushing.
you're like, that's the dumbest play call I've ever seen.
Yes.
But when it works, you're like, that's the smartest thing I've ever seen. And do we care about A.J. Barner's 11 targets? 10 for 70 for A.J. Barner.
Maybe. I mean, keep an eye on it. You know, I mean, he was the tight end 12 2 weeks ago.
He's got, I mean, maybe some waiver talk tomorrow about A.J. Barner.
Maybe.
And the most important tight end of the week was Darnell Washington. I can't tell you how many times I've watched the play. If you haven't seen the play, go to X and just search Darnell Washington. You'll see it. It is the coolest, most dog play of all time. I mean, he takes the souls of 3 other men.
How are the defenders so small?
He is enormous.
He is too big.
And
He's too big for football.
He's like 300 pounds. He should be illegal.
That's as close to Shaq out
Why?
there.
Why has it taken 3 years for this to happen? Like, he was such a fascinating prospect, you know, back in 2023.
Freiermuth.
Well, and they like using him as an offensive lineman, as a blocker, because he's
an offensive lineman.
You get him on the flats, and people are just bouncing off of him.
Just punish DBs. Watching a small cornerback try to have to tackle that man, it's just fun. And it's just entertainment.
I think he had like a 3rd and 16 as well. That there was a DB just holding his foot, and he leaps through the air, like pulling that guy forward with him for the first down.
Before we move on to Duds, Jason, I do need to check on something because I saw it with my eyes, and I don't know if you're ready to do it. But Colson Loveland in the middle of the field. He broke through some tackles.
Yes.
He fell forward.
Dogland.
Where are we with Gadsden Dogland, man?
Gadsden Dogland. I'll go Colston Loveland.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk Duds.
Pooped in his big boy pants.
Yeah, there was some.
Everyone else. All of the other players we didn't name.
Yeah, I think I saw more Lamar Jackson pun submissions than anything else. 14.
That game, honestly, both AFC North games. I mean, Derrick Henry, I guess, and Gainwell, but not many people played Gainwell. Both of those games,
you didn't get what you wanted at all.
Were wild. I mean, the Cleveland Browns were hanging tough with the Baltimore Ravens.
I got a message on X, and I guess I'll just apologize for the answer.
No.
I guess. I mean,
did you say play Lamar?
It was Lamar or Jacoby. And it was
come on, of course.
Someone
it's Lamar.
said Lamar, Jacoby. I think Jacoby might have a better floor, is what they said. And I go, I always play Lamar.
Yes,
you always play Lamar. But this week it didn't work out at all.
What an idiot, Andy.
I know, I'm dumb. Lamar, just 193 passing yards, barely ran the ball. You see Myles Garrett has more sacks than like 5 different teams. More than the Ravens. Right. He's got more sacks. He's got the same amount of sacks as the Ravens team.
Yeah,
15. He's on pace for 25.5.
Their defense it's really, I think it's the best defense I've ever seen on a bad team. Because if you're that good of a defense, your team is good. But that's how bad their offense is.
I almost pivoted off of them 5 times this week to other defenses. And I just, whatever, the matchup situation.
The Browns?
I have the Browns, and they're playing Baltimore, and I'm like, well, maybe I should play Dallas against Vegas. Like, I even got there. or Chicago against Minnesota, or Minnesota against Chicago. I had probably 5 claims in it. I just kept canceling them, going like, I don't want to lose the Cleveland defense, and like,
I
just showed that it can still work against a good.
I did the
team.
same thing with Cleveland. It's like, I don't want to drop them, but there's no way I can't play these guys against the Baltimore Ravens. I know. I'll play the Chargers against Jacksonville.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's about a 20-point swing.
No, that's what happened.
The Chargers were negative in the format that I played.
There is matchups and there's talent, and sometimes it just works out. They scored, obviously Cleveland did. Lamar Jackson didn't do much. Jalen Hurts didn't do much. Had a rushing touchdown, no passing touchdowns.
That game. So I want this to be the example for people, because we're fantasy. We want offense. We joke about not wanting defense and low scoring games. Sometimes there are low scoring games where the offenses suck. But every now and then you have an NFL game where 2 defenses look so incredible that they are shutting down the offenses, and that's the classic example given of like a defensive battle that is awesome to watch. And I present this as Exhibit A in no, it's not. No, it's not. Because those 2 defenses, they were awesome. They were incredible. I mean, the Eagles defense, the Lions defense, they showed up. They showed heart. They showed talent and skill. And that game stunk, man. No one enjoyed that.
Can I submit a proposal to you?
I'll allow you to
official
submit it.
Dome-related proposal.
Okay.
If you're going to get that game, can we have it snowing?
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Can it be?
If
can
that
it be
happened in the
howling
snow-
winds and snow and like mud everywhere?
Well, see, that is part of the problem. Part of the problem for the week, it was howling winds in a lot of games this week. We've talked about it before. Rain doesn't really affect the passing game that much.
Unless it's
wind.
pouring.
Yeah, unless it's pouring. Wind is really the thing that affects
wind, earthquakes.
Right.
I think hurricanes.
A tornado.
Tornadoes are bad.
Terrible.
Those
for
always.
But
But
what is Jared Goff's body made out of? Where, just like the cold. I mean, he seems like he plays well indoors, but you put him in any sort of.
I mean, he's a California boy.
I
Mike.
know, but that's what I'm. But he was so bad.
He's surfing in the
so
sunshine,
bad
man.
last night.
He was under pressure. I mean, that's always been.
Even when he wasn't.
Go
though,
look at Green Bay tape a week ago. There's just no way to do anything. There's not. Philadelphia's defense, they're going to win another Super Bowl with the worst offense. And A.J. Brown will be like, I want out after 2 rings. That's what's going to happen.
That defense is.
They're that good. And if their
incredible.
offense, see, Hurts can do enough in the playoffs to make a play or 2 down the field to Devontae Smith or Brown, and then you're happy.
So, friend of the show, Rich Rebar, tweeted this out. So the Eagles are now averaging 6.4 passing plays per game of 10 or more yards. That is ahead of only the Jets at 6.3.
I think I read something, and I'll butcher the exact quote if you want to find it, Kyle. It was basically last night's game was the worst EPA per play for a Philadelphia Eagles game in like 3 years on offense. And it was the best defensive EPA per play in 3 years for the Eagles. So literally, again, masking all the problems.
We do have a little bit of breaking news
bad
here.
news.
Yeah, that actually is big news.
Eagles 5-time
Sorry about this
All-Pro.
if I mentioned the Super Bowl.
Lane Johnson suffered a Liz Frank injury. It is not expected to be season-ending, but he might go to the IR.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the injury that J.K. Dobbins has, which he
why-
just had to have surgery for. Maybe this one's not going to be surgery, but that's bad.
Yeah,
Lane is
great.
kind of important. Yeah, Jared Goff was 14 for 37, by the way.
Oh, that was
He was so bad.
that was so bad. I mean, he couldn't connect with Amon-Ra St. Brown to save his life.
No, he couldn't. And that killed people.
And they are always in sync. I mean, they were like mind melded, and every pass was uncatchable.
Speaking of uncatchable, 9 was not very good.
No.
J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy was
He had 9 turnovers in his last 4 starts. Does that count for anything?
J.J. McCarthy was not good. And on top of that, the Minnesota Vikings receivers were not good either.
There were a couple big drops.
There were multiple huge drops where maybe they have gotten to the point where they're just so shocked that the ball is actually anywhere near their hands. They're like, whoa.
No, I think McCarthy's been
It's been
bottom third quarterback at best.
Yeah,
he is very, very disappointing.
You look 52% completion percentage, 56% completion percentage, 48, and this week 50. I mean, that's
unacceptable.
Yeah, you can't win games when you can't complete 60+% of your passes.
And then Mahomes, not good this week. Caleb Williams. I mean, Jason said it. It's everyone else. Matthew Stafford. He threw for 2. But it wasn't a big fantasy week again. And right now, the regular season MVP, is this the most recent odds, Kyle?
Correct.
Matthew Stafford plus 135, Drake May plus 220, Josh Allen plus 500, Patrick Mahomes plus 550.
Stafford in the lead.
Yeah, and May by quite a bit.
Yeah, let's get Drake May up there.
He's right there. He's getting the easy schedule criticism right now.
Drake May?
Yeah, because the Patriots have the easiest schedule in the league. Like if you look at all their matchups, so the reason they're 9-2 is they don't play nobody.
I mean,
what else are you supposed to do?
It's fair, but he has looked incredible. He's looked like perfection.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with some bigger matchups, but we'll take a break. We'll come back with some running back duds.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. And right now on Prize Picks, you can get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You like Josh Allen this week? How much? More on passing yards, more on rush yards, more on touchdowns? Well, you can do that, but only on Prize Picks. And now they have a new feed tab where you can go follow your friends. You can directly copy their lineups in one click. Maybe you want to follow along with us on the Footballers or just someone whose picks you like. You can do that on Prize Picks. We've been having so much fun this season in our head-to-head battles here on the Footballers. And you know what I really like is making the beginning of the game really interesting. Like this past week, I had Javonte Williams. I took the less on in his first 5 rushing attempts. Will he have more or less than 18.5 yards? Bryce Young, will he have more or less than 7 completions? Things like that. It makes the beginning of the game truly an event, extra special, extra fun for your fantasy football weekend. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
With the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. That's right, every purchase. 2% cash back at restaurants, 2% cash backs at the gym, which you'll need to burn off those restaurant calories. Groceries? Yep, you'll earn 2% cash back on those too. New tires, new outfits, New York City getaway, all earn 2% cash back. Noticing a trend? So whether you're splurging on concert tickets, fueling up for your commute, or shopping for that perfect birthday gift for the bestie, you'll be earning unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Visit usbank.com/smartlycard to learn more. The creditor and issuer of this card is U.S. Bank National Association, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Some restrictions may apply.
Probably unfair to call him Quinshawn Butkins, but it was
it doesn't make sense.
I mean, he was 17 for 59.
And
their offense was their offense. But this shows the limitations of Judkins in the running back starter category when you play for Cleveland. And now you might have Shador. I know the recipe. I'm not a defensive coordinator, and I know what to do. And it's to stop this guy and let everybody else be themselves.
I'm saying what is wild about it is, like, in the second half, the Cleveland Browns, I'm trying to remember, I think it was 16-10. That's like the Browns were winning, and my fear for Judkins was game script. Like, if the Ravens get out to a 2-score lead, we're going to see someone else at the running back position catching passes, and Judkins won't be on the field. He was on the field. They were winning, and
he got a lot of work, 17 carries, and he wasn't bad with it. It's just one of those things where because they weren't down and they weren't passing, he didn't have a reception, he didn't get a touchdown. So it's like
it's a normal game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Breece Hall was okay, 14 for 58, didn't score.
Did everything he could.
The passes. I want to talk about R.J. Harvey.
Yeah.
He's in the duds. right? And I saw a million puns submitted about R.J. Harvey. First game without Dobbins. J.J. Zacharyson tweeted this: 65% of the running back rushes, 9% target share. He played 38 snaps. Jaleel McLaughlin and Bidet tied for second with 8. He was 11 for 30. He didn't do much with them. 3 for 20 in the receiving game, no touchdowns.
That was
I guess if that, because Mike, you made the point, like if those numbers continue, right? If you get all those snaps and those rushes, it'll work out
65% of the attempts and a 10% target share. Like
that's delicious.
Good things will
That's
happen.
very good. I guess I do always worry about the impatience of the grumpiest man alive. And he is weird and uses other backs. So it's like if somebody gets going in a game, does he stay with them? I don't know.
The utilization was fantastic. They beat the Chiefs in a divisional matchup, and they're going to bye. Coming out of the bye, I think you're going to see even more R.J. Harvey, and I will love to have him down the stretch. I will point out that championship week is against the Chiefs again. Because it's, the Chiefs have shut down pretty much everybody. It's very difficult to
I mean, did you see Sean Payton get truck sticked by the ref?
Yes.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And then got a flag called on him.
Yeah, because
can I respect the coach and hate the guy?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Because I do.
I mean, championship week, that could be tough here. But after
well, you guys were dead on.
I like it. I think R.J. Harvey is going to be very solid for the next month after the bye week.
You guys were dead on about the workload. Woody Marks, 18
he
for
took
44.
over.
Nick Chubb just 3.
It didn't work out, but the work was there.
Yeah, it didn't work out on the carry. Yeah, 18 for 44. Wow.
Yeah.
David Montgomery, 6 for 27. You're always playing a little roulette with Monty. Especially against Philly, my goodness.
David,
I wouldn't have started him.
Like our,
just kidding.
I had to start
I'm just
him.
kidding. You had a bye week.
I'm gonna guess 9.6 last week, 10 2 weeks ago. Montgomery feels like not a very good play.
No, he doesn't. And the play calling. We need to be paying attention to recent trends with Dan Campbell too. And, it seemed like Monty's Dan Campbell's guy, right? So we need to watch the utilization right now with the play calling change. Obviously, it was Philly. But we all know that Jahmyr Gibbs,
Gibbs.
you need to have that acceleration and that
so
big
fast.
playability in a game that's a dogfight.
Yeah, I think the fact that it was Philly and it was a very, very tough defense, they just focused on, hey, we've got to have Gibbs out there more and more and more. I think in different types of matchups, like we saw the week prior, where I believe both Gibbs and Monty got 15 carries apiece. This was just one of those, nothing is working. The pass game doesn't work. We have to get Gibbs out there.
Mike, the Ken Walker game was good. The Charbonnet game was bad. And so were Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, who seem soups irrelevant on that roster right now.
Where just like a heat check on Walker. Where are you guys? I know it was a huge game, but, since the bye week, he's getting more snaps and more opportunities. The last month, 17 opportunities, 13, 15, 19.
I think my position on Walker is that
Tennessee next week?
There's a law of averages with the touchdowns that it was working against him, right? Like Jason said, he's got to do it from 15 to 20 yards out. He can do that.
Right, but he didn't have to this week. He got out. His was inside the 5.
Yeah, so I think I'm more optimistic about him ending up with a touchdown here or there. I'm still not optimistic that the utilization will satisfy anyone.
It was funny that his carry inside the 5. If you weren't watching the
game, he also had one called back.
They were in a super hurry up mode. They had to rush.
Yeah. Keep him on the field.
I mean, it was funny when I'm watching that live. I was like, they're going to be so pissed because they can't.
What's he doing out there?
They can't put Charbonnet in the way they want to. They had to keep him out there, and oh my gosh, it didn't work.
Hey,
someone take a knee. Act like you're hurt.
Ken Walker. I mean. Incredible. He could score touchdowns.
So, still terrified RB2, 3 category.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can start him, though. If you're getting around 15 opportunities a week.
Don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
Say that you heard about a friend of yours that might start him.
Yeah, no, I have someone that I know who might be forced into it,
mm-hmm.
and you definitely shouldn't play him, but you can start him.
Okay. All right. We'll throw the panic meter out here in the wide receiver room, see if you're worried about anybody because there's some names. Jamar Chase was bad, 3 for 30, got shut down by Ramsey,
Yeah,
and now might get suspended for the New England game. Would have to go to Baltimore in the next one, and then in Buffalo for the next one. I'm not saying trade him. I'm just saying could be a rough stretch.
It'll be fine.
But it probably won't be.
It'll be fine.
Ladd McConkey, Huge, and Keenan. They were like, and Gadsden.
And Gadsden.
We were like
Herbert.
It was the
Vidal.
Chargers.
The Chargers. They spread their legs, and the Jags punted. I mean, right in the groin, right in the nut. They got straight full
booted.
Both of them. I mean,
you must have a wide foot.
Yes, exactly.
I think this is where you went, huh?
I mean, that's what happened. They.
That's not real. I mean.
I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
Andy, we knew when he was discussing median that we were going to have
problems. We were on a ride today?
Yes.
I had a bad weekend.
Oh, yeah, you did. He's like, I'm going to get in there on the Monday show, and we're going to go full spread boot analogy. Amon-Ra, 2 for 42 on 12 targets. Insane. 12 targets for Amon-Ra is normally 11 catches.
Yeah.
They were just off. And this was the fewest catches on 12 targets since Josh Dotson in 2017, and if I had the old clip, I'd play it while we could. But
name I haven't heard in a while.
No. Emeka Egbuka, 9 targets, 5 catches, 40 yards.
Hey,
oh my gosh!
Wow,
we found it.
Impressive.
Yeah, whatever. He's gonna get 9+ targets the rest of the year. I'm okay with that, but it was a down week. Adunze, 2 for 41.
Led the team in targets. I try to find some silver lining.
With 6, yeah. Rashee Rice, 6 for 38. We talked about Mahomes' struggles. Xavier Unworthy, 5 targets, 3 for 25. Devontae Smith, just 1 catch for 8 yards. That cooked one of my teams. I moved him in there, and Devontae Adams,
perfect.
8 targets.
Oh, perfect man. Stat line for the goal line wide receiver.
For one.
Yeah.
And that was his 1,000th career reception?
It was funny because in the locker room, you watch the post-game speech when
he can't be happy.
McVay comes in, and the team is thrilled. They got that walk-off missed field goal win.
I did my part.
Tough divisional thing. But it was funny. You caught 1 catch on 8 targets. And he comes in, and he's just like, he's screaming. McVay's just screaming, your 1,000th catch. Like, it's like, yay. It was like,
yeah, but you had a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
still awesome.
Down game for Jalen Waddle, 3 for 52, whatever. Going into the bye, he's fine. DK Metcalf
doesn't have big boy pants anymore.
He
don't even allow him in this section.
No, he is switched. His pants have changed.
I don't know, man. I feel like
he's got wee baby toddler pants.
I think
toddler pants.
I would. There's no way DK's fitting in a toddler pants.
Exactly,
he's humongous,
constricting.
I make the argument that he had a very good game for him.
Oh, because he got
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 for 49, not bad.
You know what happens every game with Metcalf? The first drive. He makes some catch, and then he makes a big old first down symbol, and you're like, let's go, Metcalf. And then, poof.
He had 2 catches
smoke bomb
right away. And then I think it took until the master of disguise, Mason Rudolph, showed up, and then we finally got more targets for DK Metcalf.
The stash.
So are you hoping that it's Jason
Rudolph? I don't know.
Listen.
No, because then he's the starting quarterback for Pittsburgh.
How concerned are you long-term, big conversation, with Justin Jefferson? 5 for 61. We know JJ's great, but JJ's here
also
because
bad.
he's got the biggest pants.
Yeah,
and
he's currently the wide receiver 24. He will be removed after tonight's game. The concern is very real. Like when you look through the game log, he's got 2 incredible games, and those were Carson Wentz games.
And the deep shots to Justin Jefferson are terrible. They're interceptions. They're not to him. And that's kind of what you need, and he's always –
Jefferson also he was one of the guys, he had a huge drop.
Yeah, Addison had one, a big one down the field. But look, it's
It's concerning.
It just makes you worried about the real ceiling. I mean, if you told me Jacoby Brissett was starting for that team, if you told me Carson Wentz is starting, if you told me Jameis was starting, like right now, McCarthy is in the category of the worst possible situations, which is a rookie quarterback, essentially, that probably isn't going to go over 200 yards in any game very often.
Can't complete 60% of his passes. It's bad.
It's needs a new nickname. This was the dud of the week, in my opinion.
It was, but I am way less concerned.
Ricky Pierce saw 3 targets.
Yeah, it was. He was the one who was out there the most, but it was a big-time dud.
Yeah, I mean, obviously just a terrible performance, basically a goose, no yards. And then the issue is the Niners, they were up by a cajillion right off the bat to the Cardinals because that's what happens to the Cardinals. And 2 touchdowns went to Kittle. McCaffrey, ate the Cardinals' lunch that the Cardinals had to pay for out of their own pocket.
Yes.
You know that. The team's not paying for their food.
No. Bidwell would never.
And then after they pay for their lunch,
hate this team.
McCaffrey is like, give me that. So, I'm happy to play Ricky Pearsall going forward. And that's my opinion after obviously a tremendously bad fantasy
You don't want to make him prove it?
I don't. No, he already proved it to me. He proved it to me
in the 2 games.
In the games where he was leading the league.
Yeah,
in
2 games.
Also,
3.
The way that
2.5.
108 yards, 56, 117.
Oh, which game did you get hurt? Game 4?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, and the way that Shanahan was talking about him, getting him back in the breakout, and that he is going to be their wide receiver 1. I'm confident in that.
Okay. All right. I'm not as confident, just like I wasn't as confident to start him this week. I want to see more. Dallas Goedert, Gadsden, Njoku, Fannin, Otten, Pitts. Those guys all had like 2 catches or 1 catch, and it was not a good week for those tight ends. But we'll talk waiver tight ends tomorrow. And maybe Pitts, a little resurgence with no Drake London playing New Orleans.
What's going on, Chuckles?
I just was thinking he pits in his pants.
So Jason's not doing great, guys. Another tenderloin, Jay? Another tenderloin?
That was a good one. Swish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Studs and Duds presented by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays are for NFL football. Earn your Sundays with Lowe's, official partner of the NFL. Waiver wire tomorrow. I'm hitting this button now.
Yeah, we got to
get
out of here.
Anything else happens. Jason will be explaining league median on his Twitter account later today. It'll be a 10-part thread. It will involve big words. You guys can learn a lot. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.